is nothing like Hausa-Fulani, Reno or mockery. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Reno Mokri took to his Facebook page to knock people that confuse Hausa-Fulani as the same ethnicity. According to him, the people that use the nomenclature Hausa-Fulani are mostly ignorant people that know nothing about the history of both tribes. That means I'm guilty. Reno Mokri stated that there is nothing like Hausa-Fulani. It is either a person is Hausa or the person is Fulani because there are two distinct ethnicities that last be side by side, that cannot be side by side, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. According to Reno Mokri, in the southern part of Nigeria, people see these ethnicities as one, and this is entirely wrong. See his post below. I see that Hausa-Fulani is trending. That nomenclature is mostly used by ignorant people. You are either Hausa or you're Fulani. There are two distinct ethnicities and often do not even relate with each other. Yet, in the south, we see them as one. According to a website, the Hausa people are found chiefly in the northwestern Nigeria, and they are the largest ethnic group in the region. The Fulani are another large group that exists within the Hausa people. There are nomads that have settled within the Hausa community, and some adopted their language. Hausa people found chiefly in the northwestern Nigeria and adjacent to the southern Niger. They constitute the largest ethnic group in the area, which also contains another large group. The Fulani, perhaps one half of whom has settled among the Hausa as a ruling class, having adopted the Hausa language culture. Okay, well, thank you for this, knowledge, because people like me, I was thinking the Hausa, yes, I know the Hausa, they're different from the Fulani, but I was also using them side by side. Yes. And the thing is, if you relate with them, you're going to notice the difference. Yes, you will. You'll be able to notice the difference. Another person is the one whose both parents are Hausas. A Fulani is the one whose both parents are Fulani. And Hausa Fulani is the one whose one of his or parent is Hausa and the other is Fulani. Okay. If you're labeling anything close to the truth, then a person whose one parent is Yoruba and the other of Igbo is of Yoruba Igbo ethnic group, and the one of Ijo and Nupe parents is of Ijo Nupe ethnic group, then we should be having Fulani Igbo ethnic group, Ebira Idoma groups, and so on and so forth. Can you now see that your labeling does not add up? Okay. This has been the strategy the Fulani people has been using since 1915 to sustain their strong hold on Nigeria. But the end is here, as people are now understanding the truth. Okay. It adds up if you understand, because there are dozens of millions of Yoruba who have no Igbo blood on them, and there are dozens of millions of Igbo who have no Yoruba blood on them. But factually, there are dozens, millions of Hausa who have Fulani blood on them, and this has successfully made Hausa and Fulani relationship to be strong beyond imagination, irrespective of the fact that Fulani conquered their land and ruled over them through Islamic jihad, because the Hausas are more proud of being Muslim than to be thinking of being conquered by Fulani. Okay. Hausa-Fulani are those people who are originally Fulani, but they cannot speak or hear their mother's tongue. Are you serious right now? You are very wrong by your assertion. The child followed the father's tribe and not the mother's tribe. Are you from your mother's tribe or your father's, even if they are both from the same village? But I believe people always say mixed race, especially when one is from this continent. Let's say someone who is an Asian gets married to someone who is from an African. They say the person is from a mixed continent. I stand to be corrected, I stand to be corrected. What brought What brought insult into this argument? When did we come to this miserable level that we cannot engage, God will bless you, sir, in constructive argument without exchanging insults again because of improper upbringing, bad orientation, lack of exposure, substandard education, intellectual emptiness, etc. I would like to say something on this. You see, on this particular issue, this man is right. Sincerely, when did we get to the point where we cannot hold arguments? We cannot learn from each other. Let me tell you, I've said it before. If me and you and everyone has the same opinion, do you know that this life is going to be boring? Let's just say we agree to anything. It is the argument that make me, at the point you're going to win me over, at the point I'm going to win you over. And at the point, we're going to pick something from it and go our separate ways. An argument should not be where insult should not be brought in, especially if you're someone who is learning enough. There are ways you can drive your point home without insulting another. I'm an Hausa person to date. I keep asking the same question. Why Hausa-Fulani? The both tribes have different language, different culture, different biography. And I, a real Hausa man like me, do not speak Fulani language. Talk to your people who all know you're not the devil. We know Hausa people are good people right from our youth. Okay? Don't tell us what we don't know, because the Fulani through Uthman Dan Fodio had already assimilated the Hausas, ruling and dictating to them. Presently, the Hausas have lost their voices in government because of Fulani domination. Don't tell us what you don't know. Please let him tell us so. Let him tell us, I beg. Mr. Know All, carry go. And should you know that there are two different languages and speaking different language? I don't understand. A Hausa-Fulani is a southern creation. The two ethnic groups are patrilineal descent. Descent is from their father. Neither a Hausa person nor a Fulani person will concern himself with identifying his mother's ethnicity. So you are standing with Rana, which means Rana is right. I tend to agree with you, Omokro. There is nothing like that. It is being used to assimilate the Fulanis. The difference is clear. The Fulani are very arrogant, disrespectful, hateful, grabbers, have no place for equity and fairness, hate every non-Fulani, are very tricky, etc. While the Hausas are generous, loving, understanding, willing to accept others, and share, amiable, but they are very static, docile, and timid, and that is why the Fulanis are riding them like a horse. Everything the Fulani does against Nigeria, they do it in the name of a North. But when the power comes, it is not for the North, but the Fulani alone. What a tribe. I pray they change so that we can build Nigeria together. Okay, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen.